So guys, I love this book, and of course I would like to show you another game from match number one. In this case, the game is game number 8, and De La Bourdonnais is white and McDonnell is black. The interesting thing is that now the Frenchman starts with d4, d5, c4, and we have d takes c4. This is the Queen's Gambit accepted. Here it says, in bygone days, the Queen's Gambit was occasionally known as the Gambit of Aleppo, for Philidor's early rival, Philip Stamma, from Aleppo in Syria, who favored the opening. De La Bourdonnais essayed the Queen's Gambit 15 times in the series, and McDonnell invariably accepted the pawn. The master of the Regents scored a devastating 11 wins to only 3 losses and 1 draw, though one of the losses was the immortal 50th. So the Queen's Gambit is a problem because, you know, to get that pawn, sometimes you have the wrong idea to try to support it, and the theory is kind of complicated. Knight c3. This was the only time De La Bourdonnais opted for a knight move here. He subsequently preferred e3 and later on e4. So he played this or this, which makes sense because, not because you are attacking this, but because you take the center. So that's kind of interesting, right? So knight c3. And what did black play? This is really a move I would never guess in 1 million years. It's f5. Oh my god, that's really strange. Here it says an echo of Philidor, who advocated the unusual test move against the e3 variation of his opening. Despite this endorsement, the pawn move is a tremendous concession given that white's king bishop will soon be eyeing e6, e6 and f7. So because the king's bishop is going here, and then obviously he take control of this too. But yeah, f5 is honestly not a great idea, I think, in this position. Huh? I don't know why he played it, but e3, e6, bishop takes e4, c6, so he's trying to control d5 and b5, knight f3, and bishop d6. Given his slow method of development, black should strive to keep the position close, to which end this move, knight f6, seems more effective. Okay, so what did white play? How do you open the position if you are white? Try to pause the video, guys, and guess. In the game, he played e4, which is a good move, because again, guys, I don't know if you notice this, it's bad. Here the situation is terrible. b5, very interesting, bishop b3, and a5, trying to attack. Here it says black has already wasted too much time with pawn moves, he stands worse in any case, but should either develop a piece or else try Staunton's suggestion of 8a4. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's kind of interesting, the situation here. ef, and e takes f2. Okay. Castle. And here, boom, a4. as you can understand, that move is wrong. Why? Come on, you cannot leave your king in the center in front of an open file. It doesn't make any sense, no? Right? And notice this. He wants to keep it in the center, right? So what does he do? He takes. Because in this way he cannot castle, right? But once you do that, whoops, you see, now white has all the lines open, is really a good position, I think. Queen c7, queen e2 check, and now king f8, not such a good move. Rook fe1, obviously king f7 to avoid the checkmate, because guys, this is over. So king f7 and rook a c1. This is even more terrible. He can do this, yeah. Queen b7. McDonnell invested tempo to prevent knight takes b5, but now de la Bourdonnais has gained the time to open the lines for the final onslaught. So guys, pause the video and try to guess what would you play in this position. Take your time, because maybe you don't see it, but it's important that you stop the video and try to think, okay? Because it's a critical moment. The move is d5. h6, trying to get rid of that. D takes c6. Queen a6. And what do you think white played in this position? Because also that is kind of important. Keep in mind that the king is here, so it's just a few jumps away. White played knight takes b5. H takes g, he wants really to die. Knight takes d6, the game is practically over, I think. King g6. I mean, guys, here you could play by yourself, but I think there must be a checkmate already. Knight e5, king f6, queen h5, you see you want to go here or here, g6, queen h7. Here there is a better move, and it's based on the fact that this is defended by this, so you can play knight e8 check. And after e takes, there is queen takes g6, king e7, knight d7 check because a discovery. It's a beautiful line. I think you guys can calculate what happens, right? But in the game he played queen h7. Obviously here there is the checkmate, so he played bishop e6, and here he played knight g6. Now guys, why black cannot play rook g6? Rook takes g6. Why? Because knight e8 is checkmate. So as you can see, little visualization, just one move is possible, right? Tack, tack, done. After knight g6, there is knight c6 taking the pawn, but obviously also that is not really working. What do you think, guys, white played at this point? Try to pause the video and see. He played rook takes c6. That's kind of interesting, huh? Queen d3. Now, guys, you need to calculate obviously what happens if it takes on here, right? If it takes on here, there is rook takes c6. king takes d6, queen e7, king d5, and queen e5 checkmate. So try to visualize queen takes e6, rook takes e6, king takes e6, queen e7 check, king d5, and there is queen e5 because it's protected by this checkmate. Why checkmate? Because the knight keeps v2 and this keeps the entire rank, so it's done, right? And the king from here cannot go here because there is the queen that took the rook, right? So that's the reason. So what did he play? He played queen d3. So as you can see, the black player was able to visualize at least this checkmate, and so he didn't like it. Now there is a beautiful checkmate here, and it's a checkmate based on a discovery check, but the white player didn't find it. He played queen e7. Instead there is queen f7, bishop takes f7, and now knight e8 checkmate. Why? Because check here, this is controlled by the knight is also giving check, and the rook is controlling the e file. So once you take on f7, you cannot escape. But he didn't see that. What did he play? He played queen e7. Very interesting, right? King takes g6, rook takes e6 check, king h5, queen h7 check, king g4, rook c4, f4, and now there is h3 check. And of course he cannot escape here, so it takes. And of course you can see by yourself the last move is queen takes h3 checkmate. So here it says de la Bourdonnais incisive attack is a fine example of what was good in early 19th century chess, while McDonnell's lack of development and loose defense highlight typical deficiencies of the period. And this is kind of important, guys, because they say that today we really have improved at defense level, while in that time they didn't. And of course we should have also improved for what regard the development, right? We should understand that you shouldn't do what black did, to leave the king in the center with an open file. Come on, that's totally ridiculous. In any case, I hope that you enjoyed this book. I will definitely show you more games because we have this beautiful chessboard that is the same that was used in that time. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you next time.